Melania Trump. Great to see you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Listen, I guess the first thing is congratulations.
I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady.
You need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits, and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life, and they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation.
She hates him. Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
Average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
Sunny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say.
Just now, Melania Trump made history in a way that might permanently alter the media landscape. She won one of the biggest defamation cases ever, resulting in a staggering $900 million settlement against Sunny Hostin and The View. But this isn't simply Melania's victory. It's a turning point in the fight for media accountability and a stark reminder that careless, politically motivated attacks on public figures will not go unpunished. For many years, The View has functioned under the assumption that they can say anything, disparage anyone, and not be held accountable. Guests, politicians, and even former first ladies have all expressed plain lies under the pretext of opinions without worrying about criticism. However, that period is now over. This huge financial setback may have enough repercussions to ruin the entire show. Everything began when Sunny Hostin, in her typical arrogance and self-righteousness, chose to psychoanalyze Melania Trump live on television. She asserted that Melania Trump detested her husband and feigned love for him solely for financial benefit, but she had no proof. Stupid? Indeed. Hostin continued to portray it as truth, though, as if she knew something about the Trump marriage beyond the facts. As is customary with Views, none of the other hosts cared to question her. They accepted her careless, unsubstantiated charges as gospel and nodded in agreement.
What do you love most about your husband?
His humor, his personality, his kindness. He's very special. His positivity, his energy, it's unbelievable. So we have a beautiful relationship.
What do the two of you like to do for fun if you're not working?
To have dinner, sometimes quiet dinner or dinner with friends, and listen to the music, all kind of different musics.
I hear he likes to be the DJ.
He likes to be the DJ, and it's very fun night when he does that.
But this time, they made a mistake with the wrong individual. Mudslinging in the media is nothing new to Melania Trump. The media has been portraying her as aloof, opportunistic, and cold for years. Not much more than a trophy wife in the political drama of Donald Trump. But enough was enough. She was not going to allow her character to be killed by The View for the sake of ratings. She didn't waste any time in enlisting the help of her legal team, and they jumped right in, bringing a defamation claim that outlined in great detail how the viewpoint veered from opinion to intentional lies meant to malign her. ABC frantically tried to defend their presenters during the months-long legal struggle. The evidence was indisputable, notwithstanding their attempts to claim that their remarks were protected by the right to free speech. Melania's solicitors demonstrated a pronounced trend of attacking conservative women and spreading damaging myths, while avoiding comparable criticism with left-leaning individuals. There were so many receipts. There were instances of defamatory remarks, interviews in which the hosts reiterated untrue allegations, and evidence that their careless language wasn't an accident. The deliberate endeavor to ruin reputations was made.
I have to say, I was surprised when she mentioned his sense of humor. But I'm going to leave that alone and ask y'all the question, will the candidate's spouses getting involved like she just did?
What?
That's what it says. That's what it says. And you know, this is my job, so I'm reading it.
Yeah.
As I said, as she just did, will it make a difference here?
Well, I think when you hear Doug Emhoff, the vice president's, husband, speak about their relationship, I think it's very touching. He is behind her 100%. He's very loving. He spoke at the DNC, and I think he described a person that people wanted to know.
And it was shocking when the verdict was announced. The jury rejected The View's justifications. They struck the network with one of the most costly defamation settlements in history, a whopping $900 million in damages. It was an economic disaster for ABC. Although The View has been a mainstay for many years, this lawsuit might be the final nail in the coffin. Legal experts have already predicted that, given the financial pressure and harm to the show's reputation, ABC may be forced to discontinue it. Sunny Hostin, what about her? Let's assume that she isn't getting enough sleep these days. Now that her network has lost almost $1 billion due to her careless remarks, she is under tremendous scrutiny from all sides. Apparently, ABC execs are incensed and wondering if terminating her is the best way to save the network's remaining credibility. She loses credibility even if she keeps her job. Hostin has positioned herself as the moral compass, the one who holds the powerful responsible. For years. She is now, however, accountable for one of the most ignominious slander lawsuits in television history. Now, who is going to believe her? Conversely, Melania Trump is coming out of this conflict stronger than before. Too long, she was dragged through the mud by the media and regarded as merely a political spouse. However, that impression has been destroyed by this litigation. She didn't merely receive a retraction or an apology. A settlement so big that it could destroy a whole show was negotiated by her. She also created a new standard that might alter the media landscape. People are already feeling the repercussions of this case. If The View may be removed for defamation, what about other websites that have made a name for themselves by disparaging public figures? Everyone is keeping a careful eye on it, including politicians, celebrities, and media people. Attorneys are now able to take on these media behemoths because they realize they don't have to stand by and watch as their reputations are ruined without any remedy. But wait, things get better. Let's introduce Joe Rogan, the media truth-teller and podcast tycoon. Without holding back, Rogan blasted The Viewpoint for what he described as blatant hypocrisy. The flip-flop was gazing at him. Donald Trump and his spouse were greeted like kings and queens on the show a few years ago, with everyone clapping and hugging them. In contrast, they are portrayed as the public's worst enemy in the present day. Joe Rogan recently made waves with sharp criticism of The View, suggesting its recent shifts in stance are more about politics than genuine evolution. He didn't hold back, accusing the show of prioritizing sensationalism over substantive content. While his remarks sparked divided opinions, they resonated strongly with his audience. Behind the scenes, ABC is now facing significant fallout. The network is grappling with financial setbacks, reportedly losing advertisers wary of association with controversial content that could cost them billions. There's intense speculation about the show's future, with talks of potential overhauls or even the removal of contentious hosts like Sunny Hostin, who has notably kept a low profile amid the backlash. Melania Trump's recent legal victory against the show further complicates matters, raising serious questions about its ethical compass and future viability. The View, long seen as a moral authority on daytime television, now finds itself under scrutiny, with its own practices and biases exposed. As discussions about the show's fate intensify, the coming weeks promise to be pivotal for ABC and its flagship talk show. And what about other potential lawsuits? One thing is for sure, this is a reckoning that The View never saw coming, and the world is watching to see just how deep the fallout goes.